Alright, hi everybody. This is River Rescue, a crazy obscure game that was released for several early home computing platforms back in the 80s. This is the Atari 8-bit version, and it'll run on any Atari 8-bit computer, 400, 800, XL, or XE series. Um, and it was also released for the TI 99, and there was a Commodore 64 version, and I'm not sure if there were any others aside from that. That might have been all of them. But I found this at a flea market with my friend Sam. He knew that I liked Atari computer games from back in the day, and he happened to see a couple of them sitting on a shelf in the box. One of them ended up being a cassette, which I didn't have a working cassette deck for at the time, so um, I couldn't load it. But this one was on a cartridge, and we figured, whatever. We'll get it home, pop it in, see what it's like. And so I'm going to kind of give you a simulation of what happened when we first played it, and then what happened later. So let's go. Start. Alright, so there's a boat. Oh. Whoa, okay. Oh, God. Alright, so you can shoot. You can only have one bullet on the screen at a time, and you have to wait until the bullet leaves the screen to shoot again. And it's going pretty fast. Alright, so you can shoot logs, you can crash into alligators and die. Is that... Oh. Can't move the bullet like you can in some games if you move after firing. This is boring and stupid. But the level generation seems to be random, and it looks like it's working pretty well. There are some parts that are a little bit rough because it gets really narrow, and then it throws like alligators at you in the narrow parts. And then the logs, it looks like you have to shoot more than once, and it moves so fast that it's really difficult to do that without crashing into part of them. Yeah, so... Huh. This game isn't very good. And then we read the instruction manual, and also remembered that the game is called River Rescue, and you're not really rescuing anybody by just jetting along on a river in a boat shooting things. So what you actually... Ooh, yeah, that was... I wasn't ready for that. What you have to do is... There are docks. And you have to dock at the north side, well, the top of the screen. I don't know if it would actually be north or not, because it's relative. But you have to dock on the top docks, and when you do, a dude gets onto your boat. And you have to drop the dudes off at the bottom docks. You're rescuing them from the other side of the river. I think in the manual they're scientists. And so the game actually pauses when you pick a guy up. So until you're ready, it won't keep going. And you hit a button, and then it keeps going. Well, you hit the button. It's an Atari game, so there's one button. You can pick up more than one guy at a time, and the way the scoring works is when you drop off your guys, if you only have one, you get 100 points for dropping him off. If you have two guys, you get 100 points for the first one and 200 points for the second one, and it keeps going from there. 300 for the third one, 400 for the fifth one, and so on. And there is a special bonus. I'm actually going to show you what it looks like when you drop some guys off. There's a special bonus if you drop off 6 or 9 guys at the same time. The tricky part about that is, if you crash your boat, all of those guys on your boat die. So, yeah. There's also another tricky thing that it throws at you, which I will show you when I get there. I'm not good at this game either. My high score is somewhere around 11,000 points, and Sam's high score, I think, was somewhere between 15 and 16,000 points, and our other friend, Don, Jesus, that was... Whew. his high score is around 20,000 points. And what it really comes down to is getting the special bonus for dropping off so many dudes at once. We've never, ever, any of us, pulled off getting 9 guys on the boat at a time, let alone surviving to the next dock to drop them off. But we have done 6 many times. We've failed at doing 6 many more times. And the reason is, when you pick up... I don't know if it ever happens when you have 4 guys. It didn't this time. But when you pick up 5 or 6 guys, a fucking helicopter shows up and drops mines in the river. You'll probably see that now. Yeah, here it goes. And you can shoot the mines, but the mines, like... There we go. The mines, like, undulate like that. And when they get smaller, they're hit... Oh, I forgot I needed to get another guy. Well, that sucks. But yeah, you can shoot past them pretty easily because when they get smaller, their hitbox is smaller. Your bullet has to collide with an actual pixel of the mine. And only being able to fire 1 bullet at a time and having to wait between shots makes it pretty challenging to get through there. So, depending on how I do playing this, I do at least want to show off the bonus for dropping off 6 guys. I may edit out some of the gameplay, but it doesn't change. You're doing the same thing. There's only ever logs and rocks and alligators in the river, and you can't shoot the rocks, obviously. And it's not really worth it to shoot the logs because they come at you so fast. So your real method of scoring is dropping off a bunch of guys, and the true secret to getting a really high score in this game is to drop off 6 guys at once, and oh shit. And then get the bonus mode that it gives you. And it is possible to fuck up and die just getting the bonus mode, too. The game's a little bit evil like that. Helicopter? No helicopter this time. It's gonna wait until I have 6. Oh, nope, there's a helicopter. Shit, shit, shit. Whew! Okay. Okay, we have 6 guys. We just need to make it to the next dock. Haven't had to edit anything out yet. This is going pretty well. And you can move forward. Ugh. You can move the boat forward on the screen, and it actually increases the speed at which your score will automatically go up. But once you get to a certain point, you can't go back anymore, and so it just reduces your reaction time. So it's kind of worth it to never move up on the screen. So once I leave here, there's going to be 2 bars in the river that I have to guide the boat between without crashing it, and that will put me into bonus mode. There we go. No, I died already. Shit. That's the bonus mode. You go super duper fast. You're not really going to be able to do much except dodge. And your score shoots up really fast when you're in the bonus mode. And that's the secret to getting a really high score. When we got our respective high scores, we kind of... Well, that was bullshit. I chose the wrong direction to go through that, but it was kind of bullshit. My high score was more a result of normal play like this, because I'm not good at the bonus mode. I'm really not. I haven't really played for a while. I bet if I played it more often, I would probably not do shit like that. I would probably get better at it, but Sam and Don kind of got in the zone in the bonus mode when they played, and that's how they got such high scores. But we've never really managed to get the bonus mode more than once or twice in a single playthrough. You only get 5 lives, and I'm not sure without checking the manual. I can check the manual. According to the instructions, if you dock and let 6 or more explorers off in one go, you'll see a pair of bonus piers in the river ahead of you. If you can navigate your ship between these without crashing, you will receive an extra boat. If you then survive long enough to pick up another adventurer, you will receive a bonus. I have never even noticed any docks after going through those bonus piers. So I don't know what kind of bonus you get for picking up another passenger. You'll obtain higher scores if you move the boat into the right-hand section of the screen. It will glow more brightly when in the bonus area. However, as the game progresses, you may find yourself unable to return to the left side of the screen. But I guess I got an extra boat when I went through the bonus thingies. I guess. I will review the footage. That was stupid. That was really dumb. I went to speed up to go up towards the front of the screen to see it glow more brightly like it says in the instructions. But, went right into a log. Okay, let's try one more time. We'll play one more game. But yeah, we both really liked this game a lot, me and Sam, when we got it home. And kind of just sat and... Ah, okay. Yeah, it does light up. And then I crashed into another fucking alligator. Okay. Okay, no more of that shit. I'm not even gonna do that. In the last game, when I moved up that one time, accidentally, I wasn't able to move back. So I guess it incrementally sets the distance back you can go as you progress in the game. It's probably just based on the time that you've been playing, more so than your score or anything like that. The more ground you cover, the farther forward you have to stay if you move up. Now, I did notice that if you just drive along and shoot things, eventually your score will stop incrementing automatically. And until you actually do something, you can't score any more points. So it is impossible to just dodge and do nothing else and get a very good score. Okay, I got 6 dudes. Oh fuck, oh fuck, oh fuck, oh fuck. Oh, I just went around him. Okay. Yeah! Hell yeah! Alright, so I mean, just doing that alone got me 3,000 points. So I'm already almost a third of the way to my high score. Yep, it did give me an extra guy. Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. I should have just fired. Should have just been, like, pressing my fire button. Alright, so yeah, we went for a little bit there and didn't see a dock. You probably have to survive for quite a while. We ended up liking this game enough that another friend of ours who wanted to do like a mobile game or something, I guess Sam showed him the game and he was interested enough in remaking it for like a mobile platform that they contacted the current rights holder of this game, who I don't fucking know what they're called. But they bought out the company that had the rights to this game back in the day. And now that company just basically makes like shitty print studio software with like licensed characters, like Disney characters and stuff. And when Sam emailed them, they seemed to have absolutely no idea that they owned the rights to this game or anything. And I guess like they had their lawyers check and they're like, oh yeah, totally, this is an IP that you own. And they thought it was River Raid, which is an Activision game. Fuck. Which is an Activision game, and they should be so lucky to own the rights to River Raid, because it's been used in a lot of compilations and everything, and it's a very popular classic Atari game. Or not even just Atari. I'm pretty sure it was released on all the computers and stuff back in the day. And like ColecoVision and Intellivision, like all the competitors. Uh, um, yeah, that's a classic game. And they were like, oh, well, we might do something with River Raid. Or, yeah, River Raid. And we were like, no, 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 no. No, you don't own anything like River Raid. It's River Rescue. It's a game that nobody's fucking heard of. And we just happen to really like it. And we're seeking permission to... That was stupid. We're seeking permission to create a remake of it. And haggled back and forth. And they were basically... Their response was, you guys make the game and then send it to us and we'll decide what to do with it. And of course their response was, no thank you, bye. Which I think was dumb. Not saying no, that wasn't dumb, that was very smart actually, because the company was clearly just like, we'll have these guys do some work and maybe we'll make some free money off it. Because then at that point, if we sent them the game, we used their intellectual property, we could not publish it without their permission. But they may, in fact, have been able to publish it without our permission. I don't know. I keep saying we. I wasn't actually really involved in this process. Aside from just being the one who bought the game originally. But I think it was dumb on the rights holders' part to go about it the way they did. It seems like they were being greedy and basically saying, oh, we can get these guys to do some free work for us and then make some money off of property that we, didn't even realize that we had. Or at the very least didn't plan on doing anything with. And they could have said, oh yeah, sure, go ahead. We ask maybe that you give us a licensing fee, or that you sign a contract that you'll, report to us your earnings and give us a certain percentage as a royalty, of the sales on the product, or the ad revenue if we chose to monetize it if they chose to monetize it that way. I keep saying we, was not actually involved personally. But no, instead they said, make the whole game and send it to us, and maybe we'll do something with it at some point. We'll let you know when you're done and we have your game. So, yeah, I think that was dumb on their part. But that's River Rescue. I wanted to show it off. I recommend it to people constantly. As long as you know the mechanics of the game and how to play it properly, it's got a great risk versus reward system. And that's really key in these old arcade style kind of games where, there's risky moves that you can do that will get you a big increase in your score. And it's a lot of fun. I highly recommend checking it out on an emulator, or if you own an Atari 8-bit computer, buy the cartridge on eBay. I doubt that you'll find it in the wild. It's a super obscure game. This is actually a PAL game, but it works properly on NTSC systems. Yeah. River Rescue. Thanks for watching, everybody. Like, comment, and subscribe. Bye!